Yeah.
Okay, we're going to see how this is. Oh, we see people tapping their feet. We're here. Okay. Whew, we made it.
Yeah.
And you guys made it 2 hours early, and our live audience made it at Mountain Time. This is
Right on.
exciting.
Thanks a lot. Okay, so we don't, by the way, as presenters, we don't need to wear masks. We
Oh.
probably shouldn't, so
So people,
Just
so
for
people
audio.
can hear.
Yeah.
You're 6 feet away from the audience.
Indeed. Okay, so we were going to do a brief introduction for all of our live audience.
Yeah, but actually it's just Logan, so Logan knows who we are. Hey, man.
But this was a really good intro.
Do you want to do it anyway, or do you want to?
Yes, I'm going to fly through our introduction
here we
because
go.
what if somebody is joining us for the first time because, you know, their work schedule allows them to be here at this time.
Yep.
And so we are LangTime Studio.
Woo!
Jessie and David. And so an introduction to David, professional conlanger for shows and movies, including these. And anytime I get to pick the shows, Emerald City and Defiance will make the list
Right on.
because they're my 2 favorite projects of his before I joined him. He also loves playing games, which will play a role later. I'm also a professional conlanger and linguistics professor. And this is a very brief rundown of how we became LangTime Studio. We met in 2013 at a conference. David was thrilled to meet me. We worked together in 2019 to create Méniché for Motherland Fort Salem. Had a really good time working on that project. David at that time had been working on an idea for a board game and wanted to create at least 5 languages for it. So he contacted me with an idea, and dun, 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 LangTime Studio was born in February 2020. That means we are so close to our 2-year LangTime anniversary, and it's very exciting. So far, we have done 2.5 of the 5 languages that were the initial idea for the game. Season 1 was Ingala for the rabbits. 2 was Tpahla for the possums. I know I said it horribly, don't judge.
I like it.
3 is what we're working on now, which is Wokuthiji for the mice.
Nice pronunciation.
Thank you. And then seasons 4 and 5 will be the cats and dogs. And so that is LangTime Studio. That is our quick rundown. And now we're ready for poll results, which I'm totally ready for.
That is really good. And you know what? I would actually love for you to do a small video of that, and then we can put it up on our channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, but that's why I wanted to show it. I was very excited
No, that's really good.
at my little slideshow.
I like it. All right. Okay.
And so that's who we are. You got it?
I got it. Yeah. Oh, look, you actually can see stuff. That's not too bad. Okay, so let's. Okay.
Well, you
there's-
want to do the poll, yeah.
You want to do the poll. All right. So, as you recall from last week, we were doing a poll to decide which of the new
right.
glyphs. Yeah.
So we are on live chat, but look how small the live chat box is. And
That's weird.
so Miles is like, hey, need a microscope here. So I'm going to see if David can fix that.
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks for letting us know.
Okay, so then that should be that.
And yes, David did get a haircut.
Yeah, I did. It looks better at certain times and at certain angles. I notice when I'm looking at you, it looks terrible. Like, look, no,
So see,
look there.
we should
See?
switch sides
It's
then.
terrible. We should switch sides. Oh, all right.
But
Anyway.
my laptop's over here.
Yep.
Okay. Whew. Now this was a doozy because if you want to show them to remind everyone where we were.
Okay, so then we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glyphs. These were already assigned, so we knew it was going to be sk, and the empty one.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we needed to do, this was just for a reminder what those were, we needed to figure out these remaining glyphs. Man, with a bigger computer, you can get them all on one screen, but these remaining glyphs, we needed to figure out what sounds they were going to go to. And I'm going to vote right now and throw off the counts.
Too late. I said you needed to vote by 12:45, 11:45 Pacific time to get it tallied because it takes me a hot minute to get these done.
I'm going to vote, and then you're going to incorporate it.
And so our results,
All right.
which was complicated. Some of them were clear winners, and some were backup winners, and some were not so clear winners. And by backup winners, I mean they didn't really win the category, but like, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
It happens. Although I do see I should have color coded that one differently. I have a whole color coded system. Okay, so how do we want to start? Do we just want to do it in order of glyph, and then do you want to write them down?
Oh yeah, I should do that. Do you have a pen I
I do
can
have a
use?
pen because I come prepared.
Yeah. Okay, hold on a sec. It'd be better if it was a different color. Where did I?
I don't know where you had them. It's a really good question.
Flipping through a lot of NDA stuff right now. I hope nobody can see it.
Well, it's on the desk.
Here we go. Here we go. It would be good with a different color.
Well, your bag is over there
do
if you
have
want to
that.
climb over the cords.
All right.
Also, our reward for when we finish something
Oh,
is in
yeah.
your bag. So
Excellent. Let's see. That's too fat.
David is
That's
judging his pens.
To run out of ink.
You really need some new pens.
Did I use pink on the page already?
No, you've used orange, purple, and black.
All right, pink it is.
All right.
my
Oh,
goodness. Yeah.
sorry. They meant to say, even though it was also small, you are on top chat,
Oh.
not live chat.
Oh.
That was the other thing they meant to say. Sorry, I've now realized. So thank you, Miles and Matisse, working together.
Look at how
I know.
pixelated it is. Why do you think that is?
Because when you hook in the projector, it turns
It
it
changed
into
it.
the, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it just looks a little different for us.
All right.
Okay, whew. Now we have everything done. Now, how are we going to start? Do we want to do it image by image just in order, or do we want like the clear winners first and then like getting into the muddled portion?
Let's go with the clear winners first. That'll be more fun.
Okay, clear winners first. This is the clearest winner of them all, Butterfly.
Yeah.
And Butterfly is going to be associated with an angma.
Why?
Nga. Nga, 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 nga.
Why? What about a butterfly says angma?
I don't know, but over a third of the votes were for Butterfly.
Ooh, look at how much ink is on that. Ooh.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah,
Don't
I
turn
better,
the... Oh, it's dripping. It's dripping.
I see it. I see it. I see it. Don't worry.
He really needs new pens.
Ooh, it's the altitude. It always does that to these guys.
Okay.
Okay, all right. We're good. We're good.
Okay, so that was the clear winner. So Butterfly, which I'm going to go ahead and circle it here on this screen. That is the one that is now associated with angma.
Okay.
The next clearest winner was for stick.
Stick. Got it.
Yes, which is this one here. And people felt very strongly that that should be the adjective K.
Oh, okay. Adjective K. That's cool.
Just under a third of the votes
Yeah.
were for that one sound.
I wonder. I wanted to look up here. So angma is. Oh.
So, yeah,
could
I
that be
think-
why?
Yeah, I think there were definitely people who used the coda consonants in their voting.
Very clever. Now I
which
see.
is cool.
Otherwise, I was going to say like people just thought of angma. Wow, it's still dripping away.
All right, so from here down, we start getting low enough in votes that there are definitely some multiple ways that this could have gone. But what I did was looked across for each sound to determine where it had the highest votes, but then also by image to see where it had the highest votes. And so by calculating all those together, next up, the grass icon. Here, right in the middle, is the N.
Regular old N, huh?
Indeed.
Huh.
And so that is grass, kind of tied with that because it had the same number of votes. Root, which is up here at the top, is going to be P.
P. Got it.
This one was, by the way, P was a tricky one because their votes were like pretty much split almost in half.
Wow.
And so that one became quite tricky. All right, so I did the 11, 9, 8. Let's hit all the, oh wait, and there's a 7. Tail down there at the bottom, which you can barely see the top of.
Mm-hmm.
Tail is the palatal, the J, the Y.
Oh, palatal proximate.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one for that. Well done. Well done.
David is congratulating you on your voting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now I'm going to go from left to right, starting with all the ones that had 6 votes, which means they got about 20% of the votes. Ear, which is our top glyph there, is R.
Here is
R.
R. Let's take a
Which, of course, becomes the L
Yeah, so it
in
becomes
modern
L.
form. So it's like R proto, but
Let's
it's
take a
going to
minute.
be...
I don't think the on-screen live chat is showing new messages. Oh, it caught up now. Okay, never mind. All right, cool. Okay.
And then rabbit, which is that top right glyph over here, is W,
Rabbit is W.
which made me laugh
Of
because it's like
course.
wabbit.
Yeah. Well done.
Totally how I said rabbit until I was like 10.
Oh.
You know, you are like really dyeing your page with ink. Are you
Yeah, I
sure you
know.
want to keep using that pen?
Yeah, I do, so you better hurry.
Okay. Boot is C, the palatal stop. Check.
Cool. Cool.
Okay. Spider, we're going faster so David's pen doesn't totally explode everywhere. Spider over here is the adjective TS.
All right. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that.
Good.
All right.
Walnut
Mm-hmm.
is Enye.
Okay.
Thorn, which, okay, it's somewhere on the page, is the adjective S.
Thorn is adjective S. Okay.
Mhm.
It's a rare one.
Web is the TS affricate.
Got it.
Non-adjective.
Non-adjective. Huh. Look at that. So spider and web.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize that.
Very nice. Wow.
Basket is the adjective C.
Basket. Okay. Adjective C. Got it.
All right, so now we're going to come back through and grab the ones that were much more contentious because they won kind of in situations by default. Others, it was like tied across multiple and it just kind of turned out this way.
Mm-hmm.
Shell is going to be the adjective P.
What?
Shell is going to be the adjective P.
What? We had.
Oh, walnut shell.
Oh.
So you did this backwards.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, you know, that happens.
Come on. You knew.
That,
you knew
that
what the
one
situation
is
was.
wrong.
Okay. Yes. So that's that, and then this is.
I always wanted pink hands.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I was trying to point out that
I know you were, but
got
like you
it
knew what the
wrong.
situation was over here. Hold on. Like hold your hands up to the camera so
It's,
everybody.
it's just a little
Oh, you
pink.
just made it so much worse.
I know, I'm rubbing it in so that way I don't touch my clothes with wet ink.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What's next?
It'll wash off. It's not
What's
permanent.
next?
Pine cone.
Uh-huh.
I'm touchy with my pink
Oh
hands.
God, I know you are.
Pine cone is F.
Pine cone is F. Got it.
And then field is ejective T.
Oh, that's the empty field, so it's not
Yes,
K
it's the K.
anymore.
Yeah, the K shape is
It's
ejective T.
Ejective T.
And then
Okay.
flower should be our last one, and that is T.
Where is it? Oh,
On the next page, maybe.
that flower is
It's
T.
T. Yeah.
Okay, so all the other ones we've
Were
done.
already spoken
Possum.
for.
Okay, oh, we should write them down here. What are they?
Oh, well, possum is adjective F.
This is empty.
Empty. So the snail is empty.
Yeah.
And then owl is M.
Owl is M.
Not.
Not is K.
Yes.
And I think that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the rest didn't win.
Okay.
I'm trying not to touch it, but I'm trying to see your images. Oh, wait, cherries is S.
Cherries is S. There we go. All right, let me just.
And I think my hands are like dry now, so if I touch something, it won't rub.
Oh,
That's the goal.
totally for you. So here's the thing. I hate to throw this pen away because it still works.
But it's literally exploding to the point where you can't close your book, or like all your pages are dyed now. And if there's pink on the underside of that page,
Yeah.
it's gone through.
Okay.
You
so,
should show them. Well, can you show them that page?
Yes.
There we go.
There. See, that's nice. It colors it rather nicely. Here, I'm just gonna place it over
Ooh.
here, just briefly. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye to this pen. Even though it's a
Yes.
pink pen.
No, I love it. And listen, I'm happy that it's the color of my hands right now. It just, yeah.
All right. Okay, so
It just met its death. It should not go on an airplane.
well,
Those pens should not be flying pens.
they always fly.
And then they explode.
Well, yeah, I did notice that happens from time to time.
Okay, so we are done with that.
Okay. Jeez, look at you. You look like you murdered strawberry shortcake.
It was delicious. Okay.
All right, so let's figure out where we are and what to do.
Didn't we end in a really good place last time?
Yeah, and so that was actually why I started a thing for the orthography, because I wanted to have that option available in case we.
Relative clauses, because you
Relative
had an
clauses.
idea for how you wanted to do it.
Did I write it down?
Yes, and we did examples at the very end, but only for subjects.
Okay, WH questions. What is this?
Here, find my cursor.
Yes, no questions. LangTime.
Right there.
Here we go.
Yeah. So we ended there last time because we made this really big decision, and it was exciting.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, that's. I mean, we can just fill out examples really, but we've already decided it then. So yeah, it's just like so there's a gap, right, and then there's an entire sentence, and then the target of relativization gets a demonstrative, and that demonstrative can be anything. So like it's not a specific demonstrative, right? So that's why we have near the speaker, near the listener, near both, doesn't matter, just whoever you're talking about. And so it's like, if I were talking about the woman that is sitting next to me, I would use a different demonstrative from the
You mean
man who is sitting in the audience.
You mean the one with pink hands?
So we need to make another demonstrative
The one with pink hands?
that focuses on the color of the hands. Yeah,
But only for pink hands. The rest of them we don't care about.
yeah. It's just whether they have pink hands or not. You got it. You have a whole slew of nicknames, pink hands.
We we need a word for strawberry. By the way,
Hand. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we added to the vocabulary this week, and by we I mean I,
Oh,
because I added a verb to the language for the drawing for yesterday.
that's right. You did.
And I added it up top, but just for everybody else to know, it's not in the dictionary yet. 'Cause
Oh, it's
we
not?
haven't decided how to do verbs in the dictionary, so I can't enter them.
Got it.
That's another thing we can decide, so I can start making entries, which would be great.
It sounds like work.
It
Anyway.
would be great. But I wanted to say that we were flying,
Yeah.
and we didn't have a verb for to fly. And so I got as close as possible in the protoform to LTUE, which is the convention we're at.
Woo!
And so the protoform is RUE, the T got left out. And that came out as way high tone.
That's very cute. That's very
And
cute.
so, yeah,
I like
I was
that.
excited.
All right. So, anyway, you want to do more of these? Like, because it could be anything. All right. Let's do more of these. Okay.
The reason I wanted to see at least one example, like
Sure.
we don't have to keep doing near speaker, near listener, near both, whatever. Like we don't have to keep doing that.
Mhm.
What I was more interested in seeing is like what happens when it occurs later, like the direct object and things,
Okay.
where it's like the mouse ate a seed that is
Okay.
pink, like something like that. Because I think, okay, just to like remind me, the watifa literally means like third person is about to sleep, and then the ni is actually the relativizer that shows up before chiki, because that's the demonstrative saying that one.
Relativizer.
Well, it's the one that marks it as like that one.
Here, let's do a couple of these. One where that would be a natural case, and one where it would be unnatural case. So the mouse eats the seed that I saw, or whatever. That would be natural case. And so we've already done that. So let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. So
I know it's harder when you got to think through it.
no, I mean just don't know what those words are.
Okay, so what words do you need me to pull up?
Chickens, mouse, and then it ate it, like something like that.
Well, mivo is 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've got 8 a seed up here, so
Okay, okay.
Ita mivo.
Okay, so
We just
mivo,
need
the oh. How do we how do we attach one of these demonstratives to something that begins with a vowel?
what? You sure it's fee? Fee is, I thought, something else.
It means it's near the listener.
I gotta remind myself where we are. Fee is near the speaker.
Yeah, but like that doesn't matter. Like the question is, how do we do these demonstratives when it's vowel?
Well, we either have to elide them, or we say there you put in the epenthetic L.
Thank you.
Fileta.
Thank you. That's why we have the epenthetic consonant.
Oh, I said vowel, didn't I? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, but that's all right.
I even had an extra shot of espresso in my coffee this morning.
Well, that's why you're off.
Okay, so where is eta gonna? Oh, there's fileta, and that's natural case.
Yeah, so now we just need something for the seed to be doing, or this is okay. So this is why I wanted to do this, because things are going to get a little bit difficult at this point. So for eat, chicky is natural case because mice should eat. Seed is natural case because it should get eaten. And what happens if the target of relativization is in the natural case for one, but the unnatural case for like the matrix clause? That's the question.
That is a wonderful question, and I'm so glad you agreed to do more examples like I wanted to.
Yeah, I know.
What about like the seed that I buried? It'd
Okay.
be natural for a
The
seed
mouse
to be
ate
buried.
the seed that I buried. Sure, that'll be good for an easy one. So we have
To bury is woon in protoform, which I believe comes out as vo low tone.
but how do we put that in the perfect?
That is also a wonderful question.
Is it just
That's why we need all these charts.
is
done.
it vovo?
Where is the perfect?
Because I think it's gonna be vovo.
Because that is no, but there's that in there. Does that show up, or is it only the M that shows
because
up?
it's a W. It's gonna be vobvo. I love
I
this.
want to check it out. Lexergy. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna check this out. Because does the N do the same thing as?
Yeah, it does. WN, so it's vobvo or vobvo. Low tone or both.
It is vovo, low tone, both. Okay, yes.
Imivo, thilet, vobo.
No, wait, but it's that I buried. And so we need the first person marker on there, right?
Yeah, first person agent, third person object.
Okay. First and third would be he. He vovo.
There we go.
Okay. So this actually shifted the word order.
Yeah.
Okay. And so no, that's not the underlying part though.
Why not?
Because that's the main clause. We needed to underline the relative clause.
This is the relative clause.
The mouse ate the seed that I buried.
Oh, then we wrote it wrong.
Because this is the that I buried. Otherwise, it's
No.
I buried a seed that the mouse ate.
Yeah, that's actually what we have written here.
Okay, well, do you want to make it that?
Sure.
Okay.
So I buried the seed that the mouse ate. It's a logical sentence.
We won't talk about how you got the seed to bury it. My sentence made more sense. The mouse dug up the seed I buried and ate it.
Seed just passed right through. I think everybody expects that.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay, so that.
I'm going to go ahead and throw a near speaker on here so we know. All right.
And now direct object 2. Now we want one where it's
There's a
unnatural
mismatch.
versus natural in the 2.
So
Just a second. I'm looking at our.
so like we have hugging in this language, right?
But we decided it was natural for one animate to hug another, but maybe if the mouse hugged a
Really?
tree or something, the tree.
What's-
No, but that would be. I don't know. And all of the ones I can think of are really not nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's, I don't know. Logan, can you think of a transitive verb that's not mean
So we
to
don't.
the object?
And it's got to be an animate object, probably, unless. Because that's.
Feed. Feeding is nice.
That's really complicated, though, because it gets into causatives.
Okay.
But that is nice.
That is nice, yeah. Like,
See.
yeah, like, are we doing anything weird with C?
No, but isn't.
Or smell, because.
Well, the thing is, it's not unnatural to get seen, though.
Oh. This wouldn't be a direct object, though.
Here, somebody's got to be paying attention to chat. They might have ideas.
The on-screen chat is not updating.
Yeah, but like, what can I do about that? It's going.
A company.
It's updating fine right here. Reap, collect.
Oh, collect.
But then why would you collect a mouse? Why would a mouse
Company a mouse.
company? That doesn't quite work because this reason. There is a what was my reason? Oh, well, we have an applicative for going with. Yeah.
So, okay. I also, though, we do have to stack. It would be very odd for a mouse to stack owls or something like it.
Yes, it would be.
And
but
so then it would be
yeah.
an unnatural case.
Let's do it. Let's get into owl stacking.
Okay.
Stacking owls doesn't sound very nice.
But you know what? It's better than the Angela sentences where we literally had sentences about the rabbit gnawing on another rabbit. And so, like, I feel like stacking owls is a step in the kind direction for David.
All right. Let's get into some owl stacking. Also, I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone like I used to do.
Oh, like the good old days.
Okay, let's see. This is it. LangTime Studio, episode 329. There we are.
Yeah, make sure you're on top chat.
Well,
Okay.
I don't want it on. I don't want it on. Where'd it go?
Oh, so what they're saying is every time you select the chat on your screen,
Mhm.
it updates. And so it won't update until it's selected, so it gets really far behind.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's weird. Hold on a sec. How do I do the thing where I see chat? There it is.
It's right there.
Why does it say live chat, top chat though?
Because you're on top chat.
But I don't know how to change that.
There you
There we go.
David just needs to get frustrated and yell at his phone for a second,
Yeah, I'm
and then he figures it
Now
out.
I'm at live chat.
Okay, and hello, Cupcake Parade. Oh,
So-
speaking of, as you keep thinking, I needed to double check. Oh, I don't know if Artak is able to join us today, but Artak's birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday in
Oh my
advance. And Zachary, your birthday is before our next live stream. So if you're here, happy birthday.
I just did something. I don't think it was a good idea. Like,
Oh,
I don't know how to undo it.
oh, you made it. Do you want?
Here, well, I wanted it to keep updating, but
Right.
yeah.
Do you?
I wanted to keep updating, but just like, I don't know, be a little, okay, hold on.
If you, get out of that. If you just do,
Replaced, move window to desktop.
no, just hit the little green thing itself, and it brings it out.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this window as small as I can. And then I'm going to touch it every so often, I guess.
But how did it changed it on?
Wait a minute.
It changed it on OBS.
Oh,
though.
no, stop that. Stop that. Oh, my goodness.
You have to get Safari out of there too.
What?
You've created a separate desktop where you have tiled screens. And so now you need to go up to that, that, and get out of that as well.
Okay.
Now it's back to normal. But on OBS, when you resize this, it made it super tiny on OBS.
Unbelievable. Ah!
And so now everything is ruined.
Oh, my goodness.
Everything!
Oh, my goodness. I
And
didn't.
so, well, if you drag it straight down, it'll.
Oh, that's not going to happen
Oh my gosh, why?
because I changed the size over here. See what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
Gosh.
Like,
Well, we're taking this brief break and figuring out formatting while thinking about stacking owls. The chords are to blame. Ooh, Miles, yes, good luck.
what's Miles doing?
Driving home in the freezing rain.
Why would you do that? Live in a different place.
Oof. Okay, and yay, Zachary, glad you're here for your birthday wishes. You never know with an early live stream who's going to be able to make it.
Set color. Well, but now this is like unreadable. Look at that.
Well, on your screen, but on theirs it's going to be bigger.
I don't think so. Like,
Okay, tell us how it looks, everyone. Because it always sort of looks blurry.
does it?
Can you like look at your phone and like pull up the big video? Oh, it's
It looks okay on my phone.
Worlds within worlds. All right.
Okay, so we're good. We're good.
All right. Whatever.
Oh, nice, Mateus. I do love a good storm.
So,
Silvertail, yeah, this is the way the stream is going. A pin exploded, my hands are pink, David's yelling, and chat is going wild.
so my daughter's dance teacher had this saying, "You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit," which I was like, why? When you could have had it rhyme, you get what you get, and you don't get upset.
Because it's a southern saying, and get and fit rhyme in southern English.
I imagine upset does too.
No, it doesn't.
Really? They don't say upset?
No, it's upset, but it's get.
That's when upset is when you sit down in a way that really shines off your your opponent. Don't you dare upset me. You're familiar with that, I assume.
Anyway, okay.
It's probably a.
Listen, you
it's
get
probably
what you
a-
get and you don't throw a fit.
It's probably a church thing. It's like, you dress in your finest, and then somebody comes up with this gigantic hat and upsets you.
Okay, so
That's all anybody can talk about. All right,
let's now go to owl stacking.
owl stacking.
Our verb for to stack, if you just want to make note of this to remember, because I'm going to have to leave this list to go elsewhere. Kos is the protoform, ku low tone is the modern form.
Kos, got it. All right, so
And then, of course, owl is mawe.
the owl the mouse stacked the owl that ate a seed. And this will show us the conflict.
And it'll also show us a relative clause with an object inside it, because so far none of our relative clauses
Well,
have an object.
actually, let's do the easy one first. So this will be the third one,
Okay.
direct object 3. Easy one would be the mouse stacked the owl that.
Ran, sat, slid.
No, it's unnatural.
Right, but it's unnatural here. We need it to be natural in the.
No, we want it to be unnatural in both. Here it's a mismatch.
I thought you wanted one where it was intransitive, so we don't have the seed issue. I did not realize you wanted to change that.
Yeah, so this is the mouse stacked the owl that the seed ate.
Stacked the seed eight. Stacked the owl.
Oh boy. Is there anything else that we can use aside from having this seed eating an owl?
Well, I mean,
That's the matrix clause. Shoot, that's the matrix clause. I keep forgetting which one is the matrix clause. Oh.
did you want it opposite? We don't have a word for count.
Mouse stacked the fish that was given a flower.
Oh. Well, we don't have passive yet, as far as I know.
Yeah, no. No, but I keep forgetting that this is the matrix clause. What we want is the mouse in the relative clause. You know, that the mouse ate. So
That stacked the owl.
so this would be the owl that the mouse stacked ate a seed. And this one,
The owl that the mouse stacked. What would be unnatural for an owl to do?
I don't know, be nice. Woo! Mice rule. Follow?
Think.
No, what about follow?
I thought we weren't going to get into specifics beyond animate, inanimate, general, natural, unnatural.
What are you talking about? I'm just talking about using the verb follow. It's a transitive noun, or it's a transitive verb that has an unnatural and natural case.
But the owl following something would be natural?
Okay, the owl that the mouse stacked. So you just say, what other animate thing do we have? Dog followed the owl that the mouse stacked. There we go.
And, okay.
How about
And
rabbit?
normally we wouldn't follow animate things, is what you're saying. We would normally follow inanimate things.
No, it's unnatural for a thing to be followed. Right?
I don't know, tell that to ducklings who follow their mama.
Inanimate things we follow.
Yeah, I'd say, oh, jeez, you're right. It's unnatural for an inanimate thing to be followed. It's natural for an animate thing to be followed. This is terrible. Can we make a new language?
If we go into the morbid, we do have a lot of things that would make it unnatural. We also don't have a word for rabbit, by the way, which is why it was part of the poll.
Oh, really?
Right.
Oh my goodness. Right. Oh, right. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Dog. Okay. Okay, dog ate the owl that the mouse stacked. Sorry. Mouse stacked up a bunch of owls for the dog to eat. And that's just the world, all right?
What about the dog slid the owl?
Can we do that?
Spun the owl.
Can we do that?
I don't know.
It's more. It's a
Buried.
It'd be a causative. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can bury it actually. Yeah.
Because, listen, the dog buried the owl in leaves. Just, to make it a nice sentence.
Yeah. So
It's like, hey, they're playing in leaves.
yeah, the mouse stacked up some owls and then, so much fun. And then they just buried them in leaves.
And then they jumped and they played and they popped up in surprise and leaves
Yeah.
went flying and it was
Yeah.
a glorious fall day.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now
All
we're
right.
ready.
Good. And so
Okay.
that the mouse stacked. All right. And that the mouse
Stacked.
stacked.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one should be
Okay.
easy. We are going to start again with Chiki. Mouse stacked. Oh, we need wa here, right?
I don't know. I'm trying to look up all the words we need.
Oh, yeah. We need actually I think it's whoa.
We actually
Is it
don't
optional?
have to have that agreement.
It's optional, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's leave it out. Okay.
I think what we were saying was it has to be in the relative clause. You need agreement.
Okay. Kuvo. Kuvo.
Because dog is uki.
Yeah, actually, I want to.
Oh, you made it the mouse instead of the dog.
Don't worry about it. I'll fix it. I know what I'm doing.
Do you see? Do you see how this goes?
I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. All right. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna do. Oh, by the way, one of the things is that it changes the resolution of this when you put it the thing. I think Jessie said that earlier.
Yes. On their screen, it actually should look normal. And I think it maybe
Yeah,
not.
Kuvo.
Okay.
Okay. Dog buried the owl that the mouse stacked.
Okay. So do you want to change chuki to
No.
uki?
No. That the mouse stacked. The mouse stacked. Dog.
Oh, we're putting it up front. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then the.
Would be I.
Yeah, I mean it's just near the speaker.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then how's the word for dog?
Uki high tone.
Uki or iki?
Uki.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the dog is in natural case.
Yeah. And then okay.
But why is the the on the dog? Isn't the the supposed to be on the thing being modified?
Yeah, it should be the owl.
The owl. So the should disappear from dog?
Yeah. So what's the word for owl? Mawe?
Yeah, mawe.
Okay, and it's in the unnatural case. So what is that?
I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't remember how to do unnatural. I think we just add. Oh, it's the uni suffix. But it's gonna be vowel final.
Yeah, it's gonna be an
And
E.
so I think it's ma.
E final. Keep going. There it is. E.
And that does not change
I don't
the
think so.
W.
And then what are the tones? Uni?
Low tone, high tone.
Okay. Timavini? Okay. And then buried in the past tense. Or in the perfect.
Well, that would be back what we just did, right? Vopo?
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Bobo. And then those are both third person, so yeah, there we go. Cool.
Okay. So, I need,
Later, Logan.
we need to underline
Yeah.
dog.
Just that.
Okay. So the relative clause is always going to come first.
Yeah.
And then whatever it's modifying is going to come next.
Mm-hmm.
And then we know that uki is the subject because it's natural and it's natural for
Yeah.
it to be doing the
Oh
very
yeah, dogs are very natural barriers.
unnatural that the object is the owl, which has been sort of fronted for that relative clause
Yeah.
situation. Okay. Whew. My brain just exploded a little.
Hey, Casey.
So do you have any adapters
So-
in here?
What?
Do you have any adapters in here?
That I'm using, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, anything else?
No, like not that we got from anybody. I've got like extra ones, but I don't know. What are you looking for?
I was just told to get adapters.
Oh, okay. No, we're still using it. We're going to be using it for another hour.
Alright.
Okay.
Whew. And also, by the way, somebody, oh, there we go. Jonathan made the comment. They buried the owl in paperwork, and I thought that was brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. And hello, Casey.
Yeah.
Haircut looks nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like how it looks when I turn to my.
All right, so
Anyway.
now we've got the owl in natural case in the main clause.
Yeah. So we have. So let's start with. Let's start just putting the words down in the order that we know that they need to go in. So, the mouse stacked. The ma way and it
Then that one was up above, which is me.
Mevo. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no! Look at that dastardly.
Yeah, it always does that, and I'm not sure why. I don't know. Oh, there, it didn't do it that time. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay. So
okay,
here,
so we can go ahead and underline, so that way that helps my brain. Thank you. Okay. I'm in focus mode, do not disturb, and it's like, let me still give you notifications. Thank you.
your email program's open.
Yeah, but I say no notifications, so it shouldn't give me anything.
It overrides that.
Okay.
By the way, I just. Tell me if chat isn't updating still.
Okay, so what's more important? The matrix clause with the natural case? Or is it more important to mark? Is it already marked as being part of a relative clause because of the structure? Therefore, it overrides the need for an unnatural case?
Yeah, I think that. I think it has to be the matrix clause that gives it its marking. And really, it's just unnecessary in the relative clause. And if it were necessary, you could just put the agreement in there.
I think at some point, if it's necessary, it's absolutely necessary that it's marked for both the matrix and the relative clause. At that point, you would separate it out in two completely different clauses.
Here we go. Bibleridian's here. He's going to solve everything.
And say, like, the owl ate a seed, and hey, the mouse stacked that owl.
Yeah, look, hey, Bibleridian, what case marking are we supposed to have? Just tell us and we'll do it.
Someone needs more sleep.
I got some.
Oh, man. Oh, anime fan, it's been a trip. It's good. You missed David yelling at the screen. You missed chat going large.
Yeah.
I don't know. All sorts
Chat's
of fun
updating.
things.
I'm looking at it. Chat's updating now.
I think
so
now it's good. Maybe it was too far off the screen or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe it just needed interaction.
All right.
We
So-
also, by the way, once
Yeah.
we figure this out, we can also take a mental break and do some noun generation for
Yeah.
all the letter forms that we just got assigned, because now things
you-
need to assign with certain letters.
Did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see him sassing us?
Oh, the supernatural case?
Unbelievable.
I mean,
Unbelievable. Look, we have
love it, Bib.
we have a case mismatch, right? And so when you have a case mismatch, in most languages, the matrix verb is the one that assigns the case, right? So I saw him, who is my brother. You don't say, I saw he who is my brother.
Right.
Yeah. And so
I think it needs to be matrix clause.
I think it needs to be matrix clause too, and I don't think, I'm trying to construct an example where there might be confusion in the relative clause. And it's hard. And that's good. Like, that's the whole point of having this whole natural and unnatural case thing, is so that there are very narrow and rare circumstances where it would matter. I'm reminded actually of that language where I think it's Hitchkaryana that has OVS word order, but actually has on the verb itself like SVO marking. Or either that or it's an inverse thing, and then it's like you have to like construct the most narrow example of when the things are identical, and the example they came up with was like, Pedro hit Pedro, I think. Right? And it's like, and in that case it says speakers say this one's the object, and then it's like, okay, fine. So I think that we are okay. Let's make a note.
Yeah, I would love to make that note.
Oh. Look at this.
Nice. We already made the note, and we agree with our past selves. That calls for celebration.
It certainly does.
As you're getting our celebration,
Yeah.
Anime fan, we were trying to find the best, nicest verbs to use where an animate being would be in the unnatural case, and stacking came to mind. And
Yeah.
so how do you stack an owl? Well, you stack other things and then you put the owl on top. And it's very unnatural to do so, therefore the owl is in the unnatural case.
It's especially unnatural to stack multiple owls, like a little tower, like if you were playing owl Jenga. Very unnatural. So, we made a little mistake in that we accidentally left Kopiko at home.
Yes.
And so instead, we are going to celebrate with these cookies that Jessie made me for Valentine's Day. She knows how much. Hang on.
You want that one? You want the bigger one. Which one do you want?
Which one do you think is the bigger one?
Well, this one is bigger this way. That one's bigger that way.
I'll take this one.
Okay.
Anyway, so she knew I love gingerbread, and didn't get a chance to have any gingerbread over Christmas, so she made me gingerbread cookies for Valentine's Day. And they are just amazing. This is the better side. Some of the best gingerbread I've ever had in my entire life. And I've had some good gingerbread. This is just knock your socks off good. Anyway.
Cheers. So it's a gin
Mm.
cheers of a different variety
Mhm.
in place of Kopiko.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And now you're gonna get to hear David eat gingerbread.
God, I love these. They're so good.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
So
Mm.
as we're enjoying our cookies, Magpie, eat the Kopiko for us,
Yeah.
and come up with a fun little catchphrase, because
Yeah.
that's what we're missing here. from
Make sure
David.
that somebody eats Kopiko. Mm. 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 Mm.
Do we need to make more
Honestly, don't even care.
examples?
Mm.
We've lost David.
I don't think we do. There are only two questions because we got everything handled with cases.
Right.
Question is, can we do whose? You know, I got the seed whose owner is a dog. I ate the seed whose owner is a dog, or something like that. Or and the apparently rare comparand. So this is the man than whom I am taller.
We don't have that
I
done
know.
yet in
Oh, I know.
regular clauses.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be where we go next.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, we don't have words for like mother, father.
Mm-mm. We don't have a word for mother mouse?
Daughter. We don't have any family terms because what I was thinking for an example
Totally gonna keep eating it.
would be something like I saw the mouse whose mother ate the seed, right?
Mhm.
Like something like that would make it a more natural phrase. And so
Let's do it. Let's come up with a word for mother.
okay.
Mm.
Oh, we do have pet. I saw the mouse whose pet ate the seed. We could also do that.
So, we don't need these. Let's just do this.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the mouse. That whole thing should be thinged. Sorry about that.
Oh no, not ate a seed there, because it's that the mouse stacked is underlined. Ate a seed is part of the matrix clause.
Okay. So, how do we do this?
That is wonderful question to ask.
Well, let's just put the words in. So, pet. What's the word for pet?
Sophia high tones.
Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then we've got ate a seed. We've got eta miwo. Okay. We don't have whose yet, but we'll get there. And then it would be chuki.
Do we have a word for C?
That's what I'm actually looking up right now because we may change that. But it would be chuki, so mawe would disappear because it's the mouse.
How about the mouse whose pet ate a seed ate a seed? I don't know. He wanted to eat a seed just like his pet.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Just a second. We have to have a better. We could have 8 barley corn.
Mm-hmm. What's the word for
Ate a
that?
cherry.
Okay. Cherry is what? Swasa?
Low tone first. Swaza. There we go.
All right.
Okay, so I like that better.
Okay.
Now,
Congratulations, Miles.
possession is done in many ways. If you recall.
I mean, I know that intellectually, but no, I don't remember any of it. Oh, so good.
Okay. We're gonna need to figure out what type of possession this is. Okay, it's not the poison for Cusco kind of possession. Is this an authoritative possessor, like the preparer of a stew or author of a book? Is it... Oh, generic possessors are with locative.
Nope.
Inalienable possessors co-occur with superessive case, such as articles of clothing that rest vertically on the mouth.
What about one that's just for family?
We haven't done any family words.
Yeah, but it should say in there, like, you know, there should be an example for, like, family members.
We do not. If you would
You gotta
like
be
to
kidding
join me on pages 12 and 13, I would love to have this discussion. Because because we don't have it marked here.
Intended for, that you created, generic. Oh boy. It's like, uh-oh. No, no.
Oh, your phone's falling asleep?
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna fix it. There we go. What?
See, Anime Fan, you missed a lot of this when you were out earlier. David yelling at technology, and now it's probably not going to be in the right chat mode when it joins back in.
It's
just
probably not.
FYI.
It's having a little moment here.
And I'm going to steal a piece of gingerbread. Just a piece. You get the other pieces, just one little piece. Thank you. Okay. What makes most sense with familial or other kind of possession like this? I don't know.
It's just
But-
not doing it.
But look, I have live chat up here.
Okay, but I think that they'd like to know that I'm reading chat more.
You can read it
Because-
from my screen. You have glasses on.
Yeah, I suppose I can. Oh my goodness, yeah. We
Oh,
didn't bring
we
Vincent Van
didn't.
Gogh with us.
We did not bring Vincent.
Okay, so I don't want to do ablative because it that would open the door for different types of possession depending on the relationship. And while that's cool for the complexity for the mouse language, I don't want it for mousishness. I don't want them thinking about who is in a superior or inferior position. Because like that would imply that, like, you know, to say my mother would be different from saying my daughter. And while that's cool and that does happen in certain languages, I don't want it for this one.
We don't have a comitative?
No.
Because that would be kind of a cool relationship to extend
We have an applicative.
possession in this way.
They're talking about the weather in chat.
Oh, I noticed, but
We really lost them.
it's important stuff, though. Big storms are
Mm.
terrifying sometimes. Interesting. Because I'm looking at this and I'm not happy unless we just say that
Locative? I mean,
it just co-occurs or it's generic. Yeah, if we go with generic.
yeah. My
Because
mother.
there are things generally associated with one or in and about one's dwelling. And so your mother is associated with you,
Mm-hmm.
used to be in your dwelling. Or you used to be in her dwelling, rather.
I don't know.
And so,
My mother. Let's go to their protoforms. Where are they?
in the grammaticalization section at the end of his historical notes,
Oh, it's unfortunate.
you wanted it cleaned up. I cleaned it up.
You did. You did a great job. Okay. Here we go. The unnatural comes from come order. Now let's not deal with that. Slide. Hey Lolo. How's it?
Oh, while doing tech support stuff, I realized that you can't actually record till 6 today, because we're all scheduled for a panel at 3.
Oh my gosh.
Record what?
Oh, he said we can't keep going all the hours.
Oh, that's too bad.
We're going to be cut off
I was looking
at normal time.
That's too bad. I was looking forward to a 5-hour LangTime. No, a 6-hour LangTime Studio. We'll have to suffice with a 5-hour LangTime Studio. So there's come, which again doesn't make sense. There's slide, sit, or tie. Okay. Sit implies. By the way, to catch Logan up, we discovered that while we have a number of ways of indicating possession, we never specifically figured out a way to do possession for just people, like my mother, my daughter, my boss, my teacher, my student, things like that. And so now we're trying to decide what to do. And I'm looking at two things here. So the locative comes from sit, which is cool because it's nice to think about, your family sitting amongst you. But the instrumental comes from tie, which would also be cool because it's like this person is tied to you in some way, right? And so, they're tied by the relationship. You know what I mean?
I would like that for family, friends, or even like you're tied together within a committee or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the members of a committee could be tied.
Yeah, and even if it's a temporary thing, like, your mechanic is always your mechanic when you hired them to be your mechanic, right? Even if it was only for a little bit at that point in time they were. So it's like tie could make sense. Who was it that said instrumental? Because, you're going to turn out to be right.
Side note,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Grendel is right. A Missourian would know that storms are important because, Tornado Alley.
Knot could be a derivation for friendship. Wow, where's Dark Horse? Yeah, we can definitely do the whole,
Oh, yeah, we sure could.
like a tail knot could be a
And
friend.
then Miles says 2-year anniversary special, 24-hour LangTime for charity, 24 hours to do raccoon language from start to finish.
Oh, I would be down for that. I don't think you would.
Well, I'd have to nap on screen because when I fade hard and my brain shuts down.
If you were to nap on screen, you know that I would stack things on you.
And then we would see some owl stacking.
Yeah, you'd have to nap off screen. Families are basically committees anyway, says Magpie. Brilliant.
And Miles is also saying next week stream is Twin Peaks Day. Did not know they had
February 24th?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because yesterday, of course, there was a Twin Peaks moment because Dale says it's February 16th and it's 10:10 a.m. February 16th.
Wow, I really don't remember all the specifics of those.
Oh yeah, you get the posts on.
Okay. I like
hardcore
instrumental.
gonna finish
I
with
say let's do
gingerbread.
it. Let's add to the instrumental case section to indicate possession of that variety.
Mm-hmm.
And go with it. Let's run with it.
All right,
And then we can finish this sentence.
baby, we were born to run.
And then I'm going to just have you join me in the document back here and let you work your magic.
Something that I want to follow up on.
Yeah, David would get out a Sharpie for me if I fell asleep
Okay.
on screen.
Mm,
Diane, I'm holding in my hand a small box of chocolate bunnies.
that's right. And see, that's why the chocolate bunny was in the Dual Spires episode at the beginning.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
mentioned that. I'd forgotten, and then you had to remind me. So for anyone who doesn't know, Psych is a show that I've introduced David to recently. And they have a Twin Peaks episode where it's like a whole riff on Twin Peaks, and it's called Dual Spires. And we finally got to that episode.
Yeah.
And I had forgotten a lot of the little details that David was like, this is why they have this here, and it was really funny.
Yeah. We still haven't finished Twin Peaks, though.
No, because I'm in the new season, the
Mm.
recent season, the 25 years later.
And for anybody who's seen that, she has not gotten to episode 8 yet. Okay. So the
I had a dream I finished it though, and that convinced me in real life that I finished it. So this whole time we haven't been watching it. It's
Mhm.
because I literally thought we had finished the show.
Mhm. You haven't seen nothing yet.
Mm.
The possessor. Okay. How to write this? When the possessee is animate, such as a family member, or more importantly, a committee member. The possessor takes possessor co-occurs with the instrumental. No, wait. Let's say that the possessor is rendered in the instrumental.
Okay.
Do we know if the possessor comes first or second?
I believe we have examples, but I could be wrong.
Select for case and number. The cases are enumerated.
Oh, here's our
below.
example. It goes possessor, in the appropriate case, possessed.
Okay.
Possessee.
Okay. Then I know what to do.
Gosh,
I know what to do.
this is exciting.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
I am looking for the part in the demonstrative section where we said how to make these things into pronouns.
Can apply to a base pronominal element to become pronouns.
Demonstratives are prefixes that can apply to a base pronominal element.
So we just attach it to one of our pronouns.
Okay. And what is the third person pronoun?
I believe it's just one.
Di, wa, ji.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, B.
But
But it
but
can't be.
it declines as wa. No, we.
It'd be we,
Yeah,
right? Because
DVD.
it would be close.
Okay. The, we, and then it ends in I, and it would be in the, was that pa?
Pa, low tone.
The, we, pa. Okay. All right. Now back to relative clauses. And
It would be Ouija. Pa.
mm-mm. That's only in the natural.
Gotcha.
The G disappears otherwise.
Okay. Gotcha. When it disappears in all the examples, it's low tone. So it's like we swa, we woo, we ke. It only shows up in high tone in front of she. The same happens in the other pronoun forms.
I'm going to trust myself and put it in low tone.
Okay, so literally here we've got
It's probably a yeah.
pet ate the seed.
Possessed.
And then that's the whose element. Mouse.
No, this
Okay,
doesn't-
starting at the end. The
Oh, this doesn't
mouse
make any sense.
ate a cherry. Whose pet? I feel like the whose needs to go in and behind rather Sophia. Like Sophia Thiwipa.
No, the possessor comes first.
It sure does.
Yeah.
So it feels like Thiwipa should be out front.
But then we don't have the part. That is serving as the marker of the relative clause.
Wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sophia Tukipa etamivo Thiwiju. No, Thiwiji swazamivo. So Tuki becomes part of the relative clause structure, and then it pronominalizes in the matrix clause to just be like thi and then wiji, because now it's in natural case. Swazamivo.
I don't understand that. Can you write it here? And also, just remember that the G drops out in everything but the unnatural case.
But I'm saying
the
it's natural.
Oh boy. Okay. Just gonna let you type. I'm gonna walk over here.
It's been a day, and it's not even close to being over. Well, I'm changing the language, so.
No.
That's not saying much though, because I don't usually follow very closely anyway.
Okay.
I don't have the, if I don't have the document, I can't hold the whole thing in my head. And you have the document.
You didn't dress up.
So, this is what I meant. Like, it forces the cheeky element to be part of the relative clause.
But that doesn't make sense. Okay, I see why you did that. I see why you did that.
Because now this is the relative clause. Whoop! And then Ouija is just the subject, and it's marked by thi, as the relative clause has described it. And you just have to know that Ouija is referring to the mouse.
Okay, but that's not really a relative clause, right?
It is.
That would be like saying, I saw him. Wait. Who?
Oh, yes, Miles, that is correct.
This would be like saying, like, the man, instead of the man that ate the cherry, it'd be, I saw him who the man ate a cherry.
Well, the other.
I mean, leave that up. So, like, do another one if you're gonna.
Okay. Okay.
By the way, it's really confusing now, isn't it, that the matrix clause is the main clause when in the movie the matrix is the fake one.
That is
Spoiler alert!
The linguistics term came first.
It did.
Priority.
It did, but I would say that the Matrix movies are more popular than linguistics as a whole, so we should probably change it to follow suit. Say that relative clauses are now matrix clauses,
Well, no.
and that matrix clauses are what, red pill clauses?
If you're gonna follow the movie, then matrix clauses need to be like irrealis or something.
Irrealis.
There.
Irrealis.
I fixed it.
Okay. Hang on. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Wow. That is absolutely brilliant.
See, I just needed you to let me type.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Logan's in the chat. Logan's
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes. I
Yeah.
have the chat.
Man,
We're in the chat.
I need a moment. Wow.
Okay.
That is amazing. Oh,
Oh.
you're
Oh.
lucky we're in a PG state right now. All right. Okay, I'm going to delete that so that we don't get confused.
So-
And I'm going to delete this as well. So,
As you're doing that, Graham says the matrix is the thing you're embedded in. Subclauses are embedded in matrix clauses. Humans are embedded in the computer simulation of the matrix. Yeah. That just happened.
hang on. Whoa. Okay.
Perfect.
And then let's make sure that the goes right there. Wow. Mouse's pet ate a seed, ate a cherry.
Done.
My goodness.
Man, too bad we don't have Kopiko.
Yeah.
Because I could use round 2 of celebration.
Yeah, I know. Or like more gingerbread. Got eaten somehow.
I could run down to the green room and see what snacks they've got.
But we demand as divas Kopiko.
That's right.
And so someone's gonna no.
Nice. That's not-
Oh, that is funny, Jonathan. Excellent. All right, so we have solved that problem.
When you multiply two matrices. I'm trying to imagine what like
Oh my
accent
gosh,
this would
but
be.
that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, I didn't dress up either. This is my normal clothes.
Right on. Oh, I like it.
It is very nice.
I like it. I like that belt.
Excellent.
So yeah, you're coming in about midway, but just so you know, we run a YouTube show where we create a language, and so we're like an hour and a half in, and we just finished something big, and so now we're on to something new,
Small.
small.
Remember?
Yeah, that's right. That's
I
right.
said we had all those nouns we need to generate.
Ooh, asthmatoad. I like that.
I just realized.
That must be
Charlie.
that must be really intimidating to be Biblaridian's math teacher.
Charlie, are you the Charlie I know? Oh my gosh. They either have the same name as someone I know, or it's a Charlie I know in real life.
Oh,
Okay.
outside of the Matrix.
All right, call me a heretic, but
We're-
I think these are better than Kopiko.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. You know you want to.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to celebrate
I'm going to do
with
you the favor. I'm going to give you
the napkin.
the napkin.
Thank you.
There you go.
We're going to celebrate
Well done.
with fancy eclairs. Oh my god.
Yes, that's you.
Hey, Charlie. I'm trying to be. I'm making a mess.
You're looking good. Yeah, I think you're really impressing this person that knows you in real life.
You got cream on him.
No, he doesn't know me from Adam.
No, he does though. You've met him.
What?
He was one of my students.
What? Oh, man.
And his language, his conlang paper, in fact, is he won the college award that year for best paper in the college.
Mm, yeah.
And so, yeah, no, you've met him.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. Yes, we are. That's all we do, really, Charlie.
Mm.
We find excuses to eat delicious food.
Mm. That's so
Okay.
good. So we're going to do some nouns.
Yeah, we're going to create nouns because for the orthography, really, I mean, part of what the poll was also deciding, not just how we're going to write these shapes, but it was also like, that microphone is on. But it's also going to determine what all of these words are going to start with because we don't have words for ear, boot, walnut, etc. And so we do need to generate how many? 16 words? Because the 17th one, no, 17 because the empty symbol was already taken.
Yeah.
And so we need words, 17 nouns, and we already know what they have to start with in the proto-form. We'll figure out what the modern form looks like.
Yeah.
But we can go from there.
Yeah, so let's just start somewhere easy. Root, it's starting with a P. Throw out suggestions. The louder your voice is, the more seriously we will take your suggestion.
And,
so you
and
better
thank you for
really yell.
being where we are because David's looking at our current P entries, all of which are adjectives. We don't have a single non-adjective P entry. Let me also check. Our verb pa is also. So like we want to stay away from pa and then pak. No, that would be pach and pe.
Here's Miles talking about panchki, a wonderful pastry.
Oh,
We
could totally do that, right?
almost.
It could look like that, right? Like pachki, and then the
Oh, it's
C would drop
it's
out.
nasalized, if I understand my Polish correctly. So it'd be panchki.
Okay, so P-A-N-C-I. We could do that, can't we?
Panchi. We can do panchi or we can do pachki. What do you think?
Which one sounds better?
Pachi versus Becky.
What is that?
Sorry.
Okay, so the palatal C would drag the A to an E, is what you're saying?
Yes.
I thought it went the other direction, but okay. All good. But it would do nothing to the A in front of an N. It would just make it low tone. So it's either pa,
Pachi
Chi.
or Becky.
pachi.
No. Oh, you like pachi?
Yeah.
All right.
I know, right, Magpie? Becky. Oh, it would be pochki. Thank you, Gal. And Jake and
Oh, and
Karis?
Jake says that the nasalization is lost. I think nasalization only stays in Polish at the end of a word. Is that right? I'm looking at you. Come on.
I know Russian, not Polish.
Well,
The
so do
same.
I. It's very confusing when you go to Poland, but even so. Actually, it's a lot easier. It must be so confusing going from Polish to Russian.
God, I just said don't do something like pachi. And look, we just made pachi.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do pachi.
Okay.
So either Peiki or Silvertail says Peña.
Let's go with Pecky. Just so that we always remember. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I love the Pachi sounded so fun, and obviously it sounded fun, which is why we made it mountain with an adjective P.
Okay. How do we
God. I'm gonna go on a total sugar high. A cookie and a half a donut? Eclair, not donut. Okay, so what are you asking?
What about this stuff?
Oh, that only had a P because the protoform ended in a P.
Let's see.
And so the E would just take the E-ni.
Here we go. Oh,
It'd be
this one
Pekuni.
up here. This one up here.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm finding R.
Okay. Okay.
And root is 2 high tones. Picky.
Yeah, and this word, raindrop, is probably and not nge, huh?
well, in my dialect.
Darn river possums.
Okay, and that was high tone. Okay. All right. We have one.
All right. Right on.
Hooray!
Do you have that pen of yours? That one that didn't explode?
I do.
Thank you. Do a little check mark. A little check ski mark ski. Beep, beep. All right. Okay. We
Bit
got,
into the eclair and it like exploded all over my mouth. It's good. It's fine. Why David gave me a napkin.
mm-hmm.
And why I keep trying to lean off camera. I hope I made it.
Okay, so next let's do, let's just start at the top. Let's do ear. Ear has to start with an L in the modern form. Wait a minute.
Logan.
Yeah,
I get
So
to be in the-
R-O-K-A-N.
And we have O's in the proto, right?
Yeah, we just
Okay.
don't have G's in this language, so R-O-K-A-N.
Yeah.
Either that or Angma. What do you like? K or Angma? Roken or Rongan? Rongan.
Oh, God.
Angma. Angma's good.
Come on, Logan.
What?
Longa.
Okay, it's cute in the modern form.
Yeah.
It would be high tone, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Now I need a noun that ends in N. Please say we have one. Here we go.
And the N does nothing to the A, correct? So it would be longa. High tone, low tone.
Go take a look.
I thought maybe you would just remember.
Well, it raises A's in my dialect. I don't remember.
No, it does not. Oh, it could, sorry, in your dialect, but here, no.
Yeah.
Why do we have an entry for CH in these sound changes? Was that the C had already changed to a ch?
Yeah, it was just spelling it that way.
Because the,
Look, cause see that's spelled with a Y and not a J.
but how do we have pachi then? Shouldn't it be pechi?
We don't have. Hold on a sec.
Look at mountain.
Yeah, but it's not a coda.
Gotcha. Only if it's a coda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Whew,
so-
momentarily.
Ear is longa.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, and I think I entered that correctly. Perfect. Yes, I did. Okay, so we now have ear done.
Next,
Boot.
Boot is going to be a proto-tia.
I'm gonna be able to draw and like write a caption for the mouse's boots now.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Do you know how happy that makes me, y'all?
All right. So far we have we just have Chi-Chi for baby. What's a good word for boot that begins with a cha?
We want to stay away from chi altogether because we also have two verbs starting with chi.
Yeah.
So let's go che, cha, cho.
I'm surprised that we did basket for as opposed to mouse. Chiki.
What feels booty? Besides cha cha cha.
I was gonna say something like choopy,
Choopy?
choopy, and that would be J-O-W-P-I.
to keep it from going to E, it would stay chew. Choopy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Choopy?
Oh, what would chimek become?
Yeah,
Cheme. Oh,
let's-
that'd be cheme, right?
Let's look at a couple of these. Let's throw them in the sound changer. So, Chimek,
And yours would need to be, the top one would need to be a U, not a W, right?
no, it would need to be a W to get the tone I want.
Gotcha, because you're looking for low tone.
Yep. Choopy,
Choopy.
cheme,
Cheme.
chwaka. Okay. Pull.
Okay, we're
Choopy,
gonna.
cheme, or chwaka.
Okay. Polling now. What should the word for boot be? Oh my gosh. Okay. Choopy. Cheme. Or chwaka. There we go. Okay. It should go up any moment now. There we go. I was like, I hit it.
Let's see. Does it need me to do the thing still? I guess it doesn't.
It may not, but you're also on the window right now, so it'll stay.
All
The
right.
the problem is when it's not selected, it'll stop keeping up anytime like the poll starts or ends.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and sorry, Silvertail, didn't see your suggestion until just now.
By the way, did you vote on the thing?
I did.
Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna vote too. Oh, mine's getting the least number of votes. Come on. I thought it was cute.
I voted for the same thing, and I know that because it's getting the least.
Solidarity.
I mean, but I think people may have seen the joy on my face when a certain modern form was read.
You always get everything. Nobody gives me anything. Nobody makes me gingerbread.
I brought you an eclair.
Yeah.
And where is it?
I seem to have misplaced mine.
Oh, I actually, yeah. It does remind me of chancla.
What does?
Chwaka reminds me of chancla.
What is that?
It's a Spanish word for a type of shoe.
Oh, hey, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Spanish obviously borrowed it from Okutishi.
Yeah. I think we probably had the maximum number of votes. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
because you never know with the... All right. Did you end it?
I did.
All right. Chwaka it is. All right.
Oh, Ragdoll, I didn't see your suggestion, and I honestly thought you were trying to type something else because it had some letters in there that couldn't go together. So I do apologize. But yeah, Chwaka. I mean, come on, Chwaka.
It is a nice word. I like it. Okay, let's enter it up. Okay. Chwaka.
All right.
Let's see. Chwakeni. And okay.
Bye, Logan.
Bye.
See you in
Very
15
soon.
minutes. unless
Very
you're
soon.
late.
Yeah.
No way we'll be late.
Okay, and that is C-O-R-K-A. Boot. That's a good one.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. I don't
What's
know.
up next?
I don't know if we'll be able to. We certainly won't be able to finish. We'll see how many we can do.
Well, we should also, though, before we start the next word.
Yeah.
What are we going to do for our patron poll this week? We need the comprehend. Do we want to talk about a source for that? have some sort
That's
of
too difficult. That's way too difficult.
Okay. What else needs to be done?
I don't know. Pitches. Give us ideas for polls. Like I seriously have no idea.
That is, patrons, what do you want to vote on this week?
But also next we should do butterfly, which is going to start with Angma.
Oh, nice. Ragdoll, were you going for like cute? Maybe like that?
No, I said pitches. It was a community reference.
They do sound
What?
very close.
Oh!
Oh,
What?
Miles.
What did I do?
Did you hide? You hid Miles.
No.
You were unhidden, Miles. Miles, David should not touch his phone during live streams. This is why you're not allowed to.
I was just trying to type. I was trying to type
I wonder if I can unhide it.
pitches.
Okay, Miles, I tried to unhide your message that David hid, but I don't want to screw things up further since he like almost deleted you altogether.
That's it. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna hide everybody. Hide my embarrassment.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, man.
I went through and just deleted stuff.
Okay.
No, it was because you signed a clause for no vulgar language.
That's true.
And you hid Miles' comment.
Okay. Okay, so really, I have no idea for a poll. I have none.
Jonathan says Miles was about to go the way of the central vowel. Okay, so I also have no ideas right now, and part of that is my brain is now high on sugar, which is not a good way for me to work.
She ate half an eclair
And a cookie!
and part of a gingerbread cookie.
And I'm on a sugar high, and
Are you 90?
yes! Thank you for noticing. I'm just kind of trying to scroll through to see what we don't have done. Because otherwise, I mean, we could obviously like elicit protoforms, but that just doesn't seem too exciting. I'd rather do that together.
Yeah.
Of course, the comparisons, which will be a pain in the rumpus. I think verbs we're pretty much done with. We just got to figure out how to set this stuff in stone. And by done with, I mean we have enough of a template that as we move forward, we just keep moving forward with what we've got.
I mean, honestly, the easiest thing to say is that we'll just do comparison and that we'll leave it on us to come up with comparative forms and then put them up in a
Ideas.
poll. Yeah.
So it's either that or adverbs. No,
No.
because we've already talked about that. There's
Yeah.
really not a standard way. So we are really down to the comparison, and we've got enough of the orthography done. Numbers is the only other thing in terms of actual forms.
Yeah, we just need forms for them though, and
so
that's hard to do with a poll.
It sure is.
Um,
And so I think it's going to be in comparison, and we're going to have to
Yeah.
at some point wake our brains up
yeah.
and
All right.
get on that.
And so next week we'll do we'll start out with the comparison. We'll get that done. We'll do some forms, and then we're probably going to be starting on the orthography. We can maybe, what we can do is we can do two things at once. We can do the orthography and just elicit forms. And then that'll be pretty much it for this language. Exciting thing is that next week we will also be on the road. This week we are in Provo, Utah. Next week we'll be in St. Louis. And then the week after that will be a normal week.
I will say, as he's saying this though, even though we'll be in St. Louis, we will stream at a normal time next week.
Yes, we will. So back to normal time. Anyway, Miles, your favorite vowel is
And this is why he tried to ban you. And Mate's same. Like, I don't eat a lot of sugar now, and so whenever I do get things that are sugary, I can like whoosh real fast. We are not at BYU. We're in Provo. I guess BYU is in Provo.
Yes, we're just in a hotel.
It's
a Marriott.
It's like for a convention center thing.
The Marriott Provo. It's got a
Oh my God.
Starbucks inside of it.
Magpie, that was a good joke. Yeah, no, and I made use of that Starbucks this morning for sure.
Bet you did.
Okay, so we're gonna do comparisons.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. No problem. Let's make a word for butterfly to end this stream, because we
Okay.
probably need to duck out at least a minute early to try to
Oh, yeah.
undo this stuff. And we're actually on a panel at 3,
Yeah.
which is in 9 minutes.
Yep.
And so we may need
Aren't
to
you the
cut us.
moderator?
No, that's Saturday's panel. I'm the moderator.
Am I
so
the
have to-
moderator?
I hope not.
Well, we'll find out.
It should be on your card if you're the moderator.
Oh, good. I'm never the moderator. Thank goodness.
Yeah, see, my card says mod.
Hmm.
Okay.
Splendid. Okay.
So. Let's get
Butterfly. Starting with
Mwah.
Angma. I'm going to pre-check it.
Okay,
So
we
we better
already
finish
have, by the way, nge, ngo, and that's it. So ngoyi and nge are our 2 nge words so far.
Silvertail, that is a palatal nasal, not a velar nasal. But let's see what it would look like as a velar nasal. Ngofi. It's probably going to come out as ngofe. No, ngofe? No, ngofe. Ngofe.
I like that.
Okay, so we got ngofe. Let's.
Okay, Nivi.
Oh my
Nivi.
goodness. So nguwook is going to come out as.
Miles has
Nivi.
stayed at this hotel. Okay.
And ngo is
Ni.
ng. Let's just wait, ngura. Let's do those 4. So make a poll. Quick.
Oh.
You're not making a poll.
But also then Magpie came back.
Oh my goodness. That's too big for a root. Too many syllables.
Oh, I was typing it as a comment instead of making a poll.
All right.
Okay.
We've got 4 suggestions we're working with.
Okay. And we're gonna do no fe.
Yeah, remember when we used to just ask people to vote and we used to just like kind of count it up?
Nu. And then that will be high tone again.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be
No high tone.
just the oo. Okay. And one more.
Nila.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Whew. Oh, and Silvertail, yours is very closely to Karis's, so it would actually come out close to the same, but we've already got the forms in there. Ooh, and Ragdoll has 6 tattoos. That's fun. All right, and then after we vote on this is the last thing we're doing today. And then we are going to buzz on out of here.
There. Get ready for
No,
this.
it's going to be something. And
5 votes. Oh.
I have 16 votes.
Oh wow, this just isn't updating very quickly on my end.
Okay.
Ooh, looks like we got a winner, and it's Nila.
All right. We're going to end the poll because it looks like the poll minimized. Oh my gosh. All right, so our word is going to be nula.
That's a nice word.
Oops. Oh, and that was high tone on both, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yay. Okay, so we have that word. Yeah, next week we'll be back to normal time, so please, that is very true, Charlie. Please make sure if you're able to join us at the normal 2 p.m. Pacific time, even though we'll be in a different time zone and have to remember what time to show up ourselves.
Yeah.
It will be 2 p.m. Pacific.
All right.
And yeah, patrons, look out for what will be an epic poll on comparisons, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
All right.
Stay grammar.
Bye, everybody.